Uh, can its esoteric ebb match my transcendental flow? Only one way to find out. Only one way to know. You open up your Steam, you click the button, and you go. Was that the nip of 26? Oh, Marzensky, my beloved. Oh, Aggie. Alright. Let's go ahead and, horse spitting bars. Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and get started. Awate Abiki, my name is Faustus Marius Incitatus, the true consul of Rome, the favorite horse of the god Emperor Caligula. Hope you are having a fantastic, fantastic week so far. Sorry the streams have been a little bit sparse. Sorry I did not commit to a schedule once again. I think I'm going to get something out for the weekend at least. Just as the Yuma's wear show, no bra or underwear. Yep. It's true. It's true. It's magical. Yeah. Very sorry for the lack of streams and the lack of schedule this week. I am in just terrible shape. I probably should not be streaming tonight if we're being real, but I really wanted to check out Esoteric Ebb, so here we are. So I can't promise this is going to be a long one, but yeah. Just, so broke a VTuber I watched made him bark over $20. Trying to think if I would bark for $20. I'd think about it at least. I would entertain the, maybe manly big dog barking for $20. If you want the Chihuahua experience, you might need to give me a little bit of a raise. But yeah, maybe manly barking for $20. Anyways, yeah, no promise this is going to be a long one tonight. I have just a nasty head cold and got a thing where I get like some really terrible joint pain. I think it's as a result of being sick as well. So it's yeah, everything hurts. So kind of why I wanted to play this tonight, honestly, see if I could take my mind off it. You know, Danganronpa, he said it in the bear voice, I will punish you. I guess it would be high pitched for Monokuma, huh? Anyways. So yes. Thanks for buying Esoteric Ab, is what they say behind me. I think I will not regret the decision, but let's find out. So this is Esoteric Ebb. This is, how to put it? A lot of people have compared it to Disco Elysium, just in that the writing is very offbeat, and then things are resolved by dice. You're playing a D&D game. Like, it's not just like a Baldur's Gate sort of thing, where, okay, yeah, you're using the D&D system. You are actually playing a D&D game in the game. There is a dungeon master you interface with and piss off. So yeah, I think I'm down to get right in, honestly. Can you die in the tutorial like in Disco? Probably. Let's find out. Aha. Okay. The cleric's unique take on strength. Oh, I see. Be violent and or manly, useful in encounters. Religious fervor and aesthetic nationalism. Aha, increased manhood. Oh, could you be a fascist in this game as well? Aesthetic nationalism? A high-strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik, prays to his dead god, uses brute force on puzzles, punches big bad evil guys in the face, wants to become a real human hero, loves quests, simple as. Low-strength cleric is a weak sniveling rat, bows down to anyone stronger, can't handle the banter, gives up when the going gets tough, is afraid of women, and doesn't care about quests. Let's see, how about dexterity? don't know if I'm reading all of that long English. Let's see. Enough dexterity, you could steal anything. I like the sound of that. Pick locks and sneak and dodge traps and roll initiative and react quickly. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary. Aha, just run away, dummy. The secret Joestar technique. High dexterity cleric votes for the revolutionary freestriders. Collects piles of shiny coins. Acts first in every encounter. Avoids trouble before it brews. Always has a witty reply. You think that would be more of a charisma thing, right? I don't read all of that after New Vegas. No, I don't. Ugh. Looks out for himself, takes big risks and win every time. I like the sound of that. Low dexterity cleric takes big risks and fails every time, or just has the big small dick energy. Doesn't notice anything in time, stumbles over his own feet, drops the ball figuratively and literally, is slow mentally and physically, and is dirt poor. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. What constitution? Always listen to your hungry stomach. The Hedonist's Sublime Manifesto. Aha. Constitution is needed for hit points. Okay, so yeah, everybody probably wants some Constitution. Control your body and its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week and you don't care. Pain is good for you. High Constitution cleric keeps forgetting there's an election. Focuses on the good things in life. Is tougher than entropy. Keeps his neuroticism in check. Talks with the spirits in the walls. Listens to his gut. Is already dead. A low Constitution cleric will die. Panics over everything. Listens to his gut and is wrong. Has no control over his body functions. Can't handle the pain and has no special connection with the walls. I see. I do want to befriend the walls. So I mean, it's probably a good idea to go for Constitution. If not proficiency, then pump it at least. A glorious design. Let those who learn lead through merit of ability and nothing else. Lord Phileas Prax, autobiography Prax. Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells. You can think, plan, and execute an actual plan. You can complete the magicratic return. Vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. High intelligence cleric votes for the best wizard. You despises and envies the gods. Solves every mystery with ease. Masters arcane magic. Spouts historical facts for hours. Oh baby. Is dismissive towards those lesser and knows everything. A low intelligence cleric knows nothing. Is ignorant and confident. Oh no. Oh no, indeed. Makes up tidbits to seem smart, is barely sentient, cannot intentionally solve mysteries, is an idiot. Duh. Dutch must have dumped the incel stat when making his character. He's got a plan. He's got a plan. Yeah, we all know Dutch maxed out charisma. Wisdom. The large crumble upon their heavy forms, the mystical falter at the crucial point, the small rise to the occasion. Half-weed. You would say that, half-weed. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells. You can be kind and see the good in all folk. Lame. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class. Lame. There are no big bad evil guys. Lame. A high wisdom cleric votes for the Asgalian Workers' Party, hates nothing except hierarchies, embraces his feminine side, follows his bleeding heart, masters primal magic, reads body language like a champ, and notices all details. Low wisdom cleric is an oblivious fool, misreads cues all the time, does not think about the lower class, does not get people, fails at spotting traps, is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused that must be it's the lame build, that's for sure. And charisma. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk, to think them capable of making rational, informed decisions devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. It is, frankly, inspiring. Nicholas Darrow, Memoirs of Statement. With high charisma, you get an automatic discount in select stores near you. Wonderful. You win every conversation, say the right thing, say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature, and be arguably sociopathic. That is the funnest part about a charisma build, is the whole, yeah, you very much are arguably sociopathic. Alright. High charisma cleric votes for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies, loves to mind control people, sees truth as a suggestion, and has no soul. A low charisma cleric isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles the baddies, fears conversations, is like the opposite of a skilled orator, and has no style. He has no grace. This cleric has a funny face. Let's see, oh, we have background focuses as well. Your farmer's son who grew up in the city, of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you, sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Kiosk kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot. What a dashing orc politician here. Pest Control Guild mimic mishap. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Understandable. A lore enthusiast. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up at the Deroian Library. The strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. Asgalist activist. Your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, dwarf propaganda. Orthgard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training, drilled on the city code and virtues, but you survived. Okay. It's I like the broken sword. One friend. You really only ever prayed to that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage, as always. You prayed for that one thing during those lonely years. Acolyte. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Tower apprentice. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It's also a terrible challenge, even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining, right? It's the craziest thing about going to an institution of higher education. Like, you just sit on your ass and you listen to a lecture for a few hours and you come out feeling tired. Like, how? Why? Arcane Prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Unlimited power! Hey, it's Path of Exile currency of some sort. As a rising talent, you often found yourself in the midst of politicking superiors. Despite your best efforts, it never ended well for you. Faithful Harbinger. There's something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You were isolated among your peers. I kind of like the sound of that. We've already started to mess around by talking to pals on my laptop, right? Esoteric expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop, ever. A revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side. The emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Dead cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Earthguard, devoting your life to becoming a cleric, was it always supposed to end in the river? What do we think? What do we think? I kind of like the sound of charisma, honestly. And we can do one other proficiency, so yeah, let's allocate charisma. Maybe charisma constitution? I kind of like the sound of constitution as well, honestly. Where was that, Faithful Harbinger. Something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You were isolated among your peers. Kind of like the sound of that. Plus the pocket watch looks cool. Let's go with that. Yeah, I should do like 6. Oh, you can only do 15 charisma. The only time charisma isn't a dump stat. Yeah, I think it might be an interesting way to play. Then I think I might just be a lame-o and get everything. Go for something like that. Could take charisma down to 14. Yeah, why don't we do that? I could just be very boring and, yeah. 10s and everything. We'll do proficient in constitution and charisma. A little bit of extra strength. I think I like that setup. 5 days until the first ever election. So that's why everyone's talking about political parties. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. A slow cleric lost in the hustle. Albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Oh yes. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. And remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. And a tip. As you level up, make sure to boost your favorite stat. That always makes things more fun. Is that a trap? Speak with the dead. Huh, 3rd level. Oh, wow. Speak with the dead is a 3rd level necromancy spell. The bait we hear a man addressing the crowd. They're eating the gobbos! In which sense of the phrase "eating the gobbo" is are we speaking? Both involve putting it up on the table. Ooh. Your truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Ran. Your name is Ran. Alright, sure. Correct. You answer. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? Is this an interrogation? What's an occupation in this context? Did you have a job? Something really important? Your class. Tell the voice about your class. I have a very important job to do. Way too important. You'll never make it out alive. Takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? You need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The Goblin Chieftain. She needs you. Oh. Oh. Maybe we are eating some goblins. To find the Goblin Chieftain? Is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. National Party of Norvik, of course. Is the Asgalists? Yes, they're decent, possibly. The Free Striders, maybe? Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting. Sure, we'll go with the Nationalists. Good. Together we will keep Norvik safe, for Earth and Torna. Voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Following your convictions. Now's your chance. Break free. I am not dead! Oh. Oh, man. Imagine having to dry out that scale mail. Please, no. Isaac Johnson, Anders Bach, Brian Batts, Christian Paulson. All very good Irish names here. Oscar Westberg. Oscar. Yes, oh yes. Fantastic Irish names here. I can see the Emerald Isles now. Aha. You gonna get that? That's a lot of apples. Ugh. Ugh. Dried apples, man. So drying apples was, especially in the American West, kind of the best preserved food they could do for quite some time. So I've eaten a lot of dried apples. It's not a fun existence. Can't imagine doing it every day, all day. Aha. Day 1, March 22nd, 27 PE. A fresh start. Your body aches, as stiff as if you've slept for days. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. Yeah. Look around you. Circular stone chamber, storage for apples and corpses. Yeah, the corpses give the apples a special little tang, you know? Months later, in sooth, I never personally knew Sir Jeffrey Epstein. No. There's piles of apples. Is this toll stuff? Check your stuff. What's stuff? Your hands down around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Oh yes, a quest! You're on a quest to save this city. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Oh, okay. Quest, a task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer. Tolstead. Tell me of Tolstead. A sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city, it sits in the middle of River Torna, home to Yours Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and Water Lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstead right now. Earth be blessed. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember, the tea shop. The tea shop. Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. He'll be done in a day or 2. Quest. I like those. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. So how much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 5 days. The Patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make new choices in dialogues, I see. Alright, so to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's also bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it. Alright, let's finish this job. Damn right, you'll do great. Now get going. Alright, but first You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here, and corpses. Corpses! What the hell is this place? If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They'll suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel. It is covering your entire head. Colloquially known as a helmet. Can I take it off? No! I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Can't wait until you do. Okay, thank you. Engage, behold, and trifle. It's a corpse under a blanket. Behold, a vase of leaves. Smells lovely. Oh, grab an apple. There we go, there's an apple. Garden apple. Apple grown on Tolstead. The colors ripple across the surface. Consuming it will save your soul. Wow. Don't want to leave my soul unsaved. Possible to die right when it hits you with that? I don't think so. I think it was a D3, so the most it could do is 3 damage, and I had 5 hit points. Maybe if you rolled really low on hit points, I guess. This isn't yours, is it? Very important piece of paper. Voting card, -1 intelligence. Would rather not. A divine shrine covered in apples. Shrine of Earth. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. Sacred shrine left in this state? It's an insult to Earth and all of his people. Indeed. Yet you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. Apples. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth's dream afloat. The city is lost, but it is not yet lost. How poetic. You're also aware the city is very much in need of change. Change from what? An honorable lifestyle? A peaceful city for humans to prosper in? Tell me of humans. Tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. Aha. Change from stagnation and a mire of decay. Earth's crusade brought triumph. The corruption after this fall is due to exactly that kind of filthy rhetoric. Certainly allowed to be wrong in your opinion there. Alright, remove the apples. It does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples away from the front of the shrine. Small improvement, but big in the heart. Can I pray here? To what exactly? To Earth, of course. I need to pray to Earth. You may pray as you wish. There's an internal element to it that is underappreciated. Shrine towers over you. You feel small. Cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Oh, I see. This is where you prepare spells. Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends 1 spell slot of the corresponding level. Aha. To the right, you may view a list of all your available spells. In order to cast spells, you need to first prepare them by approaching shrines which are scattered around the city. Each spell you wish to prepare, fill in its empty slot to the right. You may only prepare a spell if you have a spell slot of the corresponding level available. Aha. On the bottom left, you may view each of your current spell slots. Okay. Each circle represents 1 slot which you may expend to cast a spell. You may only cast spells when there is a use for them. When a spell is castable during specific situations and dialogues, spell tile button of that particular spell will be lit up. Spell tile buttons can be found next to your spell slots once you've finished preparing your spells. Okay. Okay. So have I prepared my Cure Wounds spell then? Yeah, okay. Talk to the corpse. Sir, you can't sleep down here. No response. Give up. Nothing to gain here. Check under the rag. Underneath you find the cold corpse of a human. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Yeah, this guy looks fresh, like he could just sit up and talk to you. Do you see if a dice choice is determined by how challenging that role will be for you? DC 10, okay. Examine him closer. Nope. He did. Something strange here, we must look closer. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Be sure to check the back as well. Try to move the corpse. The moment you touch it, black veins appear over its skin. Feeling of impending doom comes over you. Your stomach drops, followed by a wave of pain. Wow. You can die in the tutorial. Chronic energies, let go of the damn corpse. Once you let go, the pain subsides. Dark marks on its skin disappear as quickly as they showed up. What a horrific spell. This corpse is cursed by something wicked beyond your powers. They should at least have a sign up. Like, don't touch the dead, they're full of black magic. Slowly cover up the corpse once more. Let's not speak of it. It's okay to loot him, right? Yeah, why not? Like the guy will complain. Don't go around talking about it too loud, okay? Be dishonorable. Only take that which you need for your quest. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even in these enlightened times. Same fate as letting Aldo and Lichu and Helgen, yeah? Either way, you'll not get in any trouble. No one will know. Alright. What the hell kind of magic is cast on this thing? Whatever it is, do not touch it again. Yeah. Stop bothering the corpse now. Can I trifle? crowns and a garden apple. I think I'm going to eat that garden apple right away. Pile of apples. I mean, I'll take them all. Yeah. Probably best to cure wounds on myself. Behold. A guy, he looks indecisive. Oh, that would be a zombie. You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Stop right there, criminal scum. Why is this man not listening to me? This is a reanimated corpse. Should I defeat this zombie? Yes, it is only just. Undead are not to be allowed in Norvik. Guy's not harming anyone. Honestly, he's probably a more productive member of society than you. No offense. Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. We are the undead. There's a zombie in your granary. We don't want zombies on our apples. Attack. Yes, deal with this foul creature. Counters are turn-based conflicts where each participant takes turn in rolling dice and taking actions. During your turn, you're able to perform one dice action as well as cast one spell of your choosing. The order is determined by an initiative roll. Don't let the shambler get the jump on you now. Roll initiative. Hey, alright. Fight! You're quick, you got this. Shove him. Keep your composure, wait and see. Or hold up a closed fist and say, here, look at this, then quickly try to trip him. Yeah, we'll go for the slick dexterity move here. Oh, rolling a lot of 20s. Your sneak maneuver works. The zombie turns his gaze towards your fist, and then with a quick whack, you get him to stumble backwards. There you go. Slow zombie just stands there. No, he's reacting. It's just taking some time. The zombie is hostile. The undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents. That include you. Yes. Grab him, get his arm, sure. Oh, so can we roll nothing but nat 20s in this first encounter? That's kind of nice. You successfully grab his arms. Your thick gloved hands wrap around his frail wrists and keep them stable. He's not getting away now. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you've really pissed him off. You can tell since you're such a people's person. Well, he bites down on you hard. It hurts, even through the armor. Since now, your final chance. Do not falter. Ooh, we get advantage on this. Yeah, got him grabbed. Dominate it. Cool. It's just a zombie. How can you fuck it up? You'd be surprised. Knock him out. Yes. Catching breath, you stare at the now unmoving creature. Gain 15 XP. Justice dispensed. Now go loot him. Get that fancy tooth. He has a fancy tooth. He has a fancy tooth. A wisdom tooth. Feel a tinkle in your palm when you hold it. Do I see. Pray here. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. Take a deep breath and begin your prayer. And tranquility. Contemplate the tea shop. Let your mind go through the basics of what you know. The tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor injuries were reported. Your goal is to enter the tea shop and investigate it properly. That's it. Contemplate the election. The first election. Your vote won't matter. Your vote will be the most important of all. Ask those around you what they will vote for, and you might find your own voice along the way. Can I return here when I have more things to think about? Always. So I can't heal here? Not precisely. Gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries. Do you think they care? If you want healing, you have to do it yourself. But the power channeled through Earth? Yes. Come on, is it really channeled? The guy's dead, fated, gone. Most likely simply handling some esoteric leftovers smudged on the strings. Ooh, do we have like a string theory for... Of course you can heal here, but only if you pray hard enough. And not now. I'm already full health. Divine Scripture where it does not belong. We'll take that. Shield of Faith. Oh, new spell. Cool. Stare at a pile of apples. Walk away, if you know what's good for you. Apples are good for you. Fuck you, I can't eat all these apples! You're not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death. Please don't. You're not the apple boy anymore! Ability checks. Roll a d20 with your modifiers to get a unique outcome. Fuck you, I can't eat all these apples. Uh-oh. You look upon this challenge with fear in your stomach. This will be your end. 2 goes well at first, then you feel something rumbling. Oh no. Maybe I should stop. A weak choice, but understandable. You want more apples, but maybe not the spoiled ones. Central apple pile. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of something light and hard hitting the ground. Small sharp rock. Must have fallen into the pile of apples at some point. It is a highly esoteric object. Shard of yore. As you weigh it in your hand, a tinkle shoots up your arm. Esoteric. Magic of yore and his strings. The coast is infused with it. Aha. Can be made into ciders, fritters, list goes on. Yeah. Connected with a string. These rare shards of yore can be consumed to unlock failed ability checks, I see. Normally checks are only unlocked upon the completion of a short or long rest. Alright, let's ignore the thought. Some look okayish. Cool. We'll take the okayish looking apples. Imported goods. The receiver is marked as HWBT. Almost empty box, except for a stale treat and a pouch. Aha. Cardamom treat. And 25 crowns. Sweet. Crate filled with sand. Aha. Notice a little marking on the back with the letters HBWT. What has been tossed behind it? Look at the sand. It is filled to the brim. It's just sand. Touch the sand. Sand shifts slightly at your touch. Underlined choices are more risky, but might offer more reward. Guess what is in the sand? Dive in with your whole hand, fingers first. This one does not. Then you feel a tug, a grip, finally a pull. Wait, Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. Struggle. You manage to keep it from engulfing most of your arm. In the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Is this a mimic? Your face is now sinking. Fight it. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. As you put your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You are being sucked! Out of your skin! It's vampire sand! As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point, however. Then you would have to leave your helm behind. Do I really need to keep the helmet on? Yes, you do. Damn it! Escape without losing your helmet! Grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noise of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ears. I will not die in this crate! Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack. It pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens, then it drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as a trail of sand follows you. Gah! In an instant, the stand snaps back into the crate, not a single grain dropping to the floor. You stumble back. Glancing over to the crate, you see its content now lies still, like nothing happened. You should put on the lid, to make sure this does not happen to someone else. Yeah, get any sand out of your ears, it helps. A lot. Carefully put on the lid. Take a very, very careful step towards the crate and grab the lid, then you place it gently on top. Your job here is done. I've done a great service to the community, indeed. Oh, hello. Broken sword. +1 strength, -1 wisdom. Okay. So we can kind of even some things out. Standard issue Earthguard blade. One-handed usage, lightweight, crap quality. Makes you feel like a big man, an agent of the state. It's also broken in half, but if you lean tactically, you might be able to hide that fact from your enemies. Aha. Stairs leading down far into the city below. There's a door inside this tunnel. Yeah, let's go in this one. Door in here is barred. Fair enough. How about the, yeah. How about these stairs? Ancient architecture. Oh, hello. Viskin's Lair. Good morning, cleric. You aware that there's a zombie on your lawn? Oh, it's the moon door. The red eye of Earth. And your left is marked across the bands. Today it is a universal sign of magic. Viskin, local mortician. Behold. Pale man handles corpses in a basement. Typical self-employed city contractor. Fair enough. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms. Busy at his work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper you see an icon of a serpentine drake. That symbol. It's on a lot of official documents of the city. That is the Great Perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of the Slitch House. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. The smell causes you to stir a deep feeling of unease, as if it is almost there, but just not quite. Let's have a look around the room. Books and flasks litter the circular chamber. It's dimly lit and damp. There are several corpses present. Did you save my life? He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. River take you. They caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. So not dead, just a bit wet. Yeah, who were these fishermen? River guilders, I believe. They did not look like poachers, so my guess would be that. Where can I find them? Ponders your question. Did not ask for names, sorry to say. Perhaps Waterlane? That's just a guess. Good guess. Lots of boaters hang out there. And how did I end up in a river? Not a river. The river. I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstead? There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstead to the rest of the city. Can you walk all of them once without without going over any of them going over any of them twice? How's that? It's the 7 bridges of Königsberg. Sounds like the start of a great drinking story. The I woke up in a Lich House tale. You don't have a lot of those, so that's good. Perhaps there's an esoteric explanation to all of this. Perhaps. You would know, cleric. So I am in fact alive. Pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. Oh, how quaint. No, an undead abomination right below. I understand. We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. However, I will have to take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns to HWBT for protection. So it's all a misunderstanding then. Wait, no, I don't actually believe you. What do you mean, cleric? You must be punished. The zombie's clearly working for you. Greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to this undead creature entering the tower. I'll make sure to tighten up security in the future. No, you're... Ost! We'll do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. Hey, it's a kobold. The kobold gives a screeched yell. Yes, master! I'll also make sure to report this to both the HWBT and the militia. He won't let you get a word in. Amazing. Clearly doing something shady here, so... Of course, I'll be sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. If there's anything unbecoming about my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Thank you very much for your service, cleric. It is because of great men like you that the city still stands. I'm sure a good word to your patriarch will assure a promotion of some kind as well. Especially with this great work you're doing on the tea shop. This... Make him quiet. Resist his incredible oratory power. Nope. Pillman blabbered on, you attempt to gather your thoughts and make some kind of point. Come on, just open your mouth and say something. I think that... I agree, and whatever compromise we do end up at, I feel lucky to have had your expertise here on this day. Who knows what would have happened otherwise? Stop mothering, just say it. I'm trying! Your screech echoes through the chamber. For the first time, you see a genuinely baffled expression appear on his face. He keeps staring at you for a few uncomfortable seconds. He says, Cleric, with all due respect, perhaps you should see a professional. Ouch. Emotional damage! The comment hits you in the heart and soul. Your legs are shaking. Knees weak. Arms are sweaty. Palms are sweaty. Vomit on my tabard already. My patron deity spaghetti. I require assistance with some things. I don't know where to go. Your shaky voice makes you sound positively fortvivlad. Dwarvish word, meaning desperation, anguish, hysteria brought on for mental pain. I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there's a certain rumor that our local goblin chieftain is waiting for you. Goblin chieftain? Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden. Of course you heard of her. Lady Sageleaf is quite famous. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that one. Maybe I'm into that. They call her the Dragon of Tolstead. She sounds scary. She is. Treat her with respect, cleric. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally. I'd even go so far as to call her de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. Wait, this is part of the job? Talking with some petty goblin queen? You may find her at the southern tip of Tolstad, the man says, and keeps scribbling on his papers in front of you. He does not value your time. I should get going. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. Gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. Would that be an improvement? What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. Peculiar voting card. Every party have been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. Pillman ignores your comment. I asked us to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry over there, he says, and points across the chamber. Then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Beyond that, it should be good. Any weapons on me? Nope, I'm afraid they must be at the bottom of River Torna. Damn, I'll have to pick up something new. Maybe a warhammer? Good. You do not need arms in this city. You need heart. Shut up. Shut up, wisdom. Yeah, shut up, wisdom. Good blade can make anyone speak. Yep, got it. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. Gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Exploring the city, you move faster by running. Sure. Time to go. Alright, so I guess we need to go grab that voting card. And apparently a cloak as well. -1 intelligence. Scout voting card made out to Ragnar Hemlin. It's from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. Pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. On the top it says Rostkort in big bold lettering. 5 days remaining. Alright, there's an election. Oh. It's nice not to think about it for once. Should just get a God King again. Worked great last time. But be for the best. Unfortunately, there's no good candidate available. How does this thing work? After you pick it up at a district office, you only need to check the box of one of the 5 parties. We've done all 5. Then you deliver it on election day to a polling place. Although in your case, you need to write the name of the party you want in the corner along with the signature, since you filled out every box like an idiot. Tell me of the parties. Nationalist, Party of Norvik. Free Strider, Revolutionary Party. Asgalist, Workers' Party. Agrarian, Rural Party. Arcanist, Party of Magic. Finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want or just leave it empty for a null vote. Box next to each party is filled with a smudged checkmark, including the last empty one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Idiotic. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor's on the line. These all the parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Oh, really? Okay. Most have been subsumed over the last few years, such as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union, Order of the Scales, Hedonist Party, and the various guild parties. The Agrarians and Arcanists are the only ones who have not joined a larger party or fallen aside. Good to know. Mages and the farmers, of course. Tattered Cloak, +1 dexterity, -1 charisma. Cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh. It was light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. Earthguard Cloak add-on. Been ripped to shreds at the base, but you can still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Wring out the water. Filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It's quite wet. Weigh it in your hands. It's heavy. Should I wear this? No? Of course you should wear it. The hood is a perfect tool for any decent rogue and/or ne'er-do-well. What if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. But I'm not a rogue. Sorry, the word I'm not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. You don't tell me what to do. So that's what a good rogue would say. Reach for the fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying schlorp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you're very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It's property of the state. Treat it as such. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go put on your cloak and rob some people, reallocate some resources. Yeah, I think I'd rather have charisma than dexterity. Actually, can I... What if I were to go down? Oh, this is the exit. Okay. Probably need to go back and get my spell book then, right? Yeah. And up we go. Yeah. Mushrooms, probably edible. Your fate one day. It's true. Wait, is that? Stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. That is kind of a cool setup. Thick tome lies upon the iron slab. Engage the tome, motherfucker. You flip the tome open. There are fine and handwritten letters scattered across the pages. While symbols appear to be readable, you do not understand the language. De verbis draconum ars occulta. The author's name appears to be Calum Diminori. Diminor. Anyone who uses this term for anything modern is either an anti-free strider or lives under a rock. Right, need to get my hands on comprehend languages. You do. It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. Careful instance. Some is still usable. Ruined prayer book, -3 intelligence. Well, fuck. The book is ruined. Most of the pages will dry now have been completely drenched. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Ascani writing, of the most basic kind. Wait, oh no, inhale the tome. Someone's attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, no, no! My earth. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. It is ruined. That'll cost a fortune. A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursions. Should have protected Earth's chants more carefully. What a disgrace. Open manual for esoteric geometry. You know this already. No, too much reading. Long, long English, oh no. Artist histories, novels, some of them stand out to you as classics that could be useful to refresh your mind. These books taunt you bookishly. Collected Chants of Norvik by Patriarch Pili. Printed edition of Pili's work, but still old, probably came from the earliest Norvikian printers. First page, a short message is hand-scribbled in the corner. My belief lay in the collected humanity of Norvik. May you remember that from this collection with honor and grace, Pili D. Oh wow. It's actually signed by the Patriarch. That's a handwritten message from the second Patriarch himself? Protect this book with your life. This is a sacred artifact. I think the Pale Man held such a treasure on his shelf. Read the foreword. Dream of Unity Under Earth. The book begins with a lengthy essay about the foundation of Norvikian cultural values. It's really like a guide, if anything, on what a Norvikian person is, how their values came from various tribes in the old country, and how together they have formed something greater under Earth. Imagine you and Yin playing the game. I suggested you would throw books at. Oh yeah, absolutely. You've read this before, but you do get a better sense of what it all means now. It is in some sense a plea, a stern suggestion for every human in Norvik to lose any sense of formal tribal identity, to embrace a new one, a Norvikian spirit. To give away the old and embrace the new. It's not a completely bad move. To unite a folk is to build commonality, to lower inequality, although of course there were many direct ways the state at the time made sure that the old did not remain in the shadows. Violence and oppression at times. Text directly explains how a new Norvikian culture will help the city grow and fight against inequity and injustice through unity. Mainly by being generous and not hoarding wealth, among other things. Ha! Naive thought. Then finally it does touch upon the connection with dwarves as well, and how the Norvikian spirit is not contained within humans only. It's not just blood, it is sweat and tears as well. Those folk who unite with us will not be seen as an other. No, they too are Earth's folks. They too are Earth's guard. Yeah, that's a long-ass forward. Yeah, it's like 5 pages. Old man likes to ramble. What torn his lament. I went with you to foreign shores, my lord, my guard. I pray you keep from harm the beasts, each shard a proof of your devotion. Thus I give myself to your folk. I give my life for a home at the river, in that sliver of land. To vanquish the beasts who roam, the evil who lair, the fires that burn, to build a life along the river. Every shepherd knows the song, it bellows up the river, earth lives in that sliver of land. It is your favorite. Place the book back on the shelf. This book does not deserve your toxic presence. If you were stronger, more capable, then perhaps you could have carried that weight. What? You really want the book. One day it could be yours. Just putting back the book. There's some issues with stealing going on here. Just ignore it. Let us forget this for now. Autobiography Prax by Lord Phileas Prax. A classic. Kept this book on your bedside table for years during your scribing years. Take a look at the first page. In these pages I shall endeavor to recount the journey of a mind born to greatness, a will tempered by the crucible of ambition, and a spirit bound to the relentless pursuit of the arcane. My name is Phileas Prax. Goes on to make grandiose statements on his personal abilities of magic. Know this, I write not for the masses, but for the few who possess the clarity of vision to see beyond the veil of mediocrity. To them I offer my life as a lesson and a legacy, that they might learn from my triumphs and avoid the pitfalls that lie in wait for the unwary. You remember the first chapters dealing with his youth, growing up in the ruthless court of a rival house, the Hagenshags. How he struggles against relentless opposition and bullying. Making himself out to be an underdog, yeah. Power is not born of blood, nor inherited by the fortune of birthright. It is cultivated in the crucible of the mind, refined by the fires of discipline, and sharpened by the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Nerd! Let those who seek to rule first learn to kneel before the altar of wisdom, for it is there that true strength is forged. Glorious design. Let those who learn lead through merit of ability and nothing else. Flip through the pages. In the second half, Prax begins to talk about his early political career, the intricacies of magicratic bureaucracy, how he learned to play the game well enough for himself to reach a dictatorship of the youngest magicratic ruler ever. The rest is mostly a collection of meditations surrounding magic and power. A strong leader with clear intent. The esoteric in its purest form is neither good nor evil. It is a tool to be a force to be wielded by those with the intellect to do so. Yet let us not be so naive as to think that power alone grants one the right to rule. The arcanist must also be a statesman, for the whims of unchecked magic can lead even the wisest astray. Govern with an iron hand, but let that hand be guided by the principles of reason and justice. Thus shall the state prosper, and thus shall the legacy of magocracy endure. Ironic. I see not irony here, only truth. In the halls of power, the arcane shall be our shield and our sword, yet remember this. The arcanist's duty is not only to himself, but to the state and its people. For in the endless pursuit of knowledge, one must not... Why are you playing Gregorian Elysium? In the endless pursuit of knowledge, one must not forget the price of ignorance. A vigilant mind is the guardian of civilization, and a vigilant state the fortress of progress. Let no shadow fall upon our vigilance, for in the light of our knowledge lies the path to true dominion. Lame. This is way too much reading. Why would you open a book, then? Shut the book. Folk Tales by the Troll Sisters. Stories for children are useless. Do not waste time here. See one you remember the most, the one about the gnome and the titan. Alright. We'll read Gekukujo. Story always spoke to you, mostly because of the unlikely friendship between the two. That's the vibe I'm getting, hell yeah. It's definitely Disco Elysium inspired. In the old days, when dragons ruled the skies and titans wandered the earth, there lived a gnome named Abacus, known far and wide as a half-wit. So it doesn't have a voice narration. Yeah, it's really missing that, honestly. The voices for some of the skills were just, chef's kiss. Whether by fate or folly, he found himself in the oddest of places, and so it was that he stumbled into a deep valley of Asken. This valley was home to Ka-Ymor, the Mist Titan, a colossal being with fur as thick as the ancient forests and limbs that clutched the very mountains. His upper body was hidden in, or perhaps made of, the swirling mists that filled the valley, but on this day the valley was not the serene refuge it had once been. The air was thick with ash, the rivers ran black, and the trees stood as charred husks. Esoth, the ancient red dragon, had set the forests aflame, hoping to drive Ka-Ymor from his domain and claim the fertile valley for himself. Ka-Ymor was furious, his great form trembling with rage as he searched for the source of the destruction. His eyes fell upon Abacus, who was wandering aimlessly, his tiny mind more puzzled by the sudden darkness than anything else. To think that the coast was filled with these beasts of yore at one point. They reigned harshly and wildly. It's not hard to see why some preferred their chaotic dominance to the tyranny of dragons. Into the verses. Thicklum chum, who dares bring fire to where there should be none? Where none should come, rather. Ashes taint my sacred mist. Speak, small one, lest you be missed. Abacus looked up, squinting through the fog, and scratched his head. Fire? No, I've no fire to share. No flame do I bring, nor ash to bear. For in the dark I see clear as day. 'Tis those who can't that need the flame, they say. Thicklum chum, what nonsense from your tongue does come? Who is it that needs this blaze, that blackens my mist and dims my days? Well, question thee who needs a flame, to light their path and stoke their claim. Perhaps it is Esoth the king, whose fires to your valley bring. Thicklum chum, the dragon's days are surely done. Guide me, gnome, to where he lies. Together we shall dim his skies. Story goes on to wax about the friendship sparked between this eldritch titan and the silly little gnome as they sought out Esoth on his throne. The ancient red dragon then falls to the titan's might after Abacus accidentally guides him to the correct location. One of those classic stories every child in Asken is told growing up. You shut it, looking upon the title once more. Folk Tales. Human no cause trouble. Ost, Chief of Security. Oh, we're getting real cheesy here with Ost. Riveting gameplay, right? He's a lawful evil level 9 kobold rogue, so he could probably kick my ass. What is quite hostile? Stay on your feet. Why? Oh shit! Sorry. Should have muted. Normally, if I feel a real big fit coming on, I'll try to mute, but that one took me by surprise. Alright, so this one's quite hostile. Stay on your feet. His expressionless eyes seem to keep watch at all times. He's obviously determining where to strike for you to die as quickly as possible. How humane. Usually kobolds are only dangerous in large numbers. This one appears extremely deadly on his own. Beware. There's something deeper in his connection to his master. This kobold holds the Pale Man as a highest possible value, literally his personal god. Okay, so he's probably like an undead slave. Well, you got the TB, don't you? Yeah, me too, having coughing fits. Yeah. Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Even a small blade can fell a giant. Watch out for this one. Master say you behave. Some questions for you. Short question, go. Where were you when the tea shop incident occurred? Incident? Tea shop blow up? Boom. Big boom. Big boom. When it happened, I was on Waterlane, on mission. What were we doing on Waterlane? Milk. Doing milk? Deliver. Aha. Deliver milk, huh? Yes, side hustle. Kobolds don't even drink milk. I want to know more. I want to know a lot less. Ask about the milk. Kobold stares at you. This milk situation is intense. Do you like milk? No. I also don't like milk. You smirk, a confident laugh escaping your lips. Then you turn towards you then turn towards the ceiling, smiling. Your comment has made a dent upon the world. What a stance! As a human, who could have ever thought such a thing about you? Win them over with lies and deceit. Control them through flattery and love. Kobold stares at you with awe in his yellow, expressionless eyes. Do kobolds produce milk? No. Who buys the milk? Humans, Waterline humans. They pay many for fresh milk before dawn. Side hustles are always smart. You should do a milk run later. It pays. Where does the milk come from? Cows. Where do you get the cow milk? Market. Can I have some milk? Oh. Shit, I picked the wrong thing. Milk Curious added. This knowledge will be very useful. You should totally find out more about this. Could be a big moneymaker. How'd you get this gig? Not gig. What is it then? I am devoted servant for master. Keep going. Got it. Can I borrow your crossbow? Human is kidding? Not funny. You make greater use of it than this puny creature. Just take it. Kobold snorts. Go away. Don't let this slide. Just take the crossbow. No, you're not going to die. Thanks for your time, Kobold. I think the longer we talk to you, the greater chance we have of getting perforated. Sting tree. Phoenix Folio. Fix your ruined spellbook, damn it. Milk Curious. Crown collection, coin capture, cash is kidnapping. There are many ways to describe it. Get rich or die trying. The only way to do it is obviously get this milk delivery gig. Try checking around Waterlane in the morning. Voices upstairs and the smell of salt. The smell of salt. I love cereal, so I love milk. Yeah. What's your favorite cereal? I will definitely go like for some frosted mini wheats. That's always a hit with me. Men at work beneath Asgul's green banner. I see. There's an esoteric effect in place here, stopping rainwater. Yeah, it makes good sense for something that's below the ground. Former ale barrel. Can't talk to you? Okay. The orc observes you with great interest. Oh, and I am interested in the orc. Agent Vera. Traveler, she's not settled here. Her belief is weak. She does not use it. Her religion is power. Let's see. Orc Fellfolk. Engage the orc, motherfucker. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. Looks like she's waiting for something, or someone. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. Oh. Gotta love an orc who takes good care of her tusks. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. You spot the merchant's mark on her jacket sleeve, a heart with the initials of the Norvikian Free Strider Regiment. Golden puffs, ooh. It's a good answer, it's a good answer. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. She presents her palm to you. Vera is my name. I am second in command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Yes, the handsome orc lady wants you to say a name. Make sure she knows you are a cleric. Do not grab her hand. That's not what that is. I'm Ron. Hello, Ron. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. What's the deal with the dwarves? I'm here on important business. Business, you say? She leans in and squints at you. Fascinating. Perhaps I could be of service, Earthguard? For your business? Large woman? Tusks? You know what you must do. Oh, yes. Where's the goblin chieftain? Lady Sageleaf? Just head on these stairs. Good luck getting an audience, though. By moving your head to the side and using your eyes to look south, you see a garden of some sort. You see a goblin or two on the ramparts. Is she busy? Sure hope so. Took us months to get in a room with her to discuss some renovations in the holes. If she's not busy, she's a bitch. Dragging a toll stab my ass. She catches herself from releasing any more profane comments. Anything else? What do you know about the tea shop? The tea shop that blew up, she says dramatically. Sounds like a magazine tale. I heard it was an accident. Both mentioned it in passing. Minor mishap, I believe, was the official quote. Although from what people tell me, it was quite the explosion. So you weren't in the area. Nope, I was on the North Wall. Company business. Sign of an outsider. She calls it the North Wall instead of just North Wall. She looks inland. Turn for travel towards the endless waste away from the coast. Sure. Didn't see the smoke. I did see the smoke. It was a clear day. What do you think was the cause, Earthguard? Said he says it was an incident, then it is. Don't give away too much. She's prying. The magistrate says it was an accident. I believe it was an accident. Good soldier, she says and gives you a fist salute. Hold on. Here to investigate the tea shop? Don't answer that. She has no control over you. She's a free strider, so why run? Stand against her. She has no right. No. But actually, she says, holding out her hands. Beware. This woman knows how to manipulate people. Yeah, maybe. That a maybe yes? Nice weather we're having. Are you here for the tea shop? You look lovely today. Thanks. Are you here to investigate the tea shop? I'm here to do business. The tea shop? The one that blew up? Master of speechcraft, you could do nothing! I am here to investigate the tea shop. Interesting. I'll be honest, I assumed the city would just ignore it, but they sent you. Perhaps it was a secret? Should we have stoically avoided the question better? It's fine, she would find out eventually anyhow. Got anything for that cough? I might go grab a cough drop real quick, yeah. Clearly someone thinks this is an esoteric mess if they sent a cleric to look into it. Why would the city avoid sending a representative? Duh, because of the election, of course. Look, Tolstad is a highly volatile district with lots of extremist ties. I believe this tea shop acts as a sort of lightning rod. So when a place like that blows up, why would any faction spend resources investigating it? Might even seem like a blessing to some. To cleanse the city of its filthy holes, yes. Cleanse your filthy holes. Especially when those resources could be spent on trying to win the terribly important election. That's sound reasoning. Well, some might see it as corruption. I'd classify it more as simple, boring, but ultimately harmless bureaucracy. What exactly have you heard? It blew up. Fireplace incident. Bullshit, of course. Most likely a rogue spellcaster. I'm here now. You sure are. And good luck, cleric. If there's anything the Ascani Reed's trading company can do to help you out, let me know. You can usually find me down in our HQ on Water Lane. She smiles in a way that completely breaks down your defenses. Looking forward to seeing you there. I'm glad that the creator of this game also simps for orc ladies. I'm done discussing business. I'd like to discuss pleasure now. I'd like to know more about you. Little old me, I'm an open book. Where are you from? She doesn't answer you at first. Says she looks away for a moment and smirks. She's thinking of messing with you. I mean, I'm an orc, I can't be Norvikian? She says, looking at you with stern expression. You know what I mean. I do, she says, giving you a warm smile. I'm from Blood City Bay. I ran with the warbands when I was a girl. Powerful warrior here. Took me all around the coast, she explains, far from the cursed plains of Feltire. We were hired during the Third Revolutionary War in Reeds. When it was over, I stayed behind. As she speaks, you see her eyes glimmer. Those were the days. You are a strong and physically imposing woman. She covers her mouth and tusks with a hand. Mm-hmm. Phylogenistic agenda. Okay. That's, yeah. Yep, I think I need to, I think I need to go grab a cough drop before I laugh any harder and trigger another coughing fit. One moment! Alright. Phylogenetic agenda. They got me, especially when it comes to orc ladies, they got me figured out. You got one shot. She's bedazzled by your confidence. Don't fuck this up. Do it. Climb that mountain. You got real nice tusks, or bet you can carry me around like a straw doll. That third one is just untrue. I am attempting to flirt with her. What do we think? What do we think? I bet you could carry me around like a straw doll. Bet your sweet ass. Few men get that privilege. She's desperately trying not to laugh. That wasn't very bling treasure of you. Sweat, tremors, be wary. This could end very badly. We got it. We can clutch it. Try to save it. Oh, I think we just barely got it. Yes! Your mind races as you feel something within. Reach out towards the orc lady. For a moment, you see yourself through her eyes. Suddenly, you realize how awkward you're being, but also how you can save the situation entirely. Is this it? The forbidden art? Too powerful for any one man to wield? Is this the power of empathy? What the fuck? Have we become the super seducer? Really? This is not difficult. Oh, use empathy. Ah, right. This orc, she likes a straightforward attitude. So just ask her in a confident tone. Something like... Well, this blows over. How about you and I have a nice dinner someplace fancy? I know this great place down by the river. When I'm done saving the world, let's go eat there. I feel like she maybe wouldn't go for fancy. The orc chuckles. I'm curious to see what's underneath that helmet of yours. Fine, human, but after the election. Quite busy until then. Score! Anything else you wanted? So you're working for the Free Striders. I don't work for the revolution, it's just a revolution. You fool, you knew that, maybe. I work for the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. We promote the Free Strider ideals in Asken. Currently we focus on making sure this election process goes smoothly, along with other economic concerns. So the Free Striders like anarcho-capitalists, like the Merchants Guild, basically. Free Strider, the new way. People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich, okay. I enjoy working for them very much, but perhaps not so much on slow days like this, but alas. Think orcs would be fans of kebabs or shawarma? I think absolutely, yes. What's not to love about a big roll of meat? Well, thank you for bringing free striderism to Norfolk. Don't only view it as an ism, but you're welcome. I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons I took this job, speaking with individuals such as yourself, hearing what they have to say, so thank you for that. She is being genuine. Nice. It's like being an orc in Norvik. My kind is quite rare, so... She mumbles, her gaze trailing off towards the horizon. The occasional comment does sting a bit. I've gotten used to it. How nice of you to ask. Yeah, I am a wonderful person. I know it's like being discriminated against. You do? I'll be damned. If you don't mind me asking, how exactly? Members of the Holy River Order are a minority in this city. Technically true. Best kind of true. She laughs and sighs. Earthguard, you are truly an enigma. Oh, silly me. Talking about myself all the time. What about you? I'm your savior, I'm a literal walking corpse, or I'm not important. I'm no one important. Then again, I am a literal walking corpse. Necromancy isn't unheard of, but who am I to judge? Be undead if you want to. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them. Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly. Aha. They're the commie party, right? And they won't let me take a look at the document proving it. Not frustrating at all, she says, and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. Aha. I can speak with these dwarves. Oh, good luck. You know what they say about dwarves. They're so reasonable and pliable. Lads, we did it. We did it. We scored the orc baddie in the first act. What even more is there to do, you know? Why keep playing? We've won already. We've won already. Behold. Alphonse B. Stands by his ideals with gut and little else. Aha. Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind carrying a bright green flag. Banner of Asgal, the Fool. One of the dwarves stands face to face with a furrowed brow. Stands to face you with a furrowed brow, rather. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oi, Mr. Cityman! He calls out as you approach. We made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. What's going on here? Just working. Boys will be done soon enough. Hear the other dwarves laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. He's only saying that because he's had to defend himself quite a lot lately. That must mean he's doing something highly illegal. Stop him! Nothing illegal, huh? You have the papers. Nothing illegal at all. I have truth. They're both guilty and innocent, just like you. One of the other older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know who you're talking to, child? This here be Alphas of the Bad Embers, a foreman in the Asgless movement of Norvik. He's done more good than all of you Earthguard combined. A true speaker for Asgal. That's a lot of good. Simply exaggerates, to give the older dwarf a stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is just a poisonous hierarchy. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Isn't it funny how it's always the people at the top of the social ladder who are talking about that kind of shit? Oh, I had every advantage in life, and I'm using them to the fullest extent. Nobility is a poisonous hierarchy. Don't mention the whole noble thing, it'll just piss them off, unless you want that. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? Spits on the ground. We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. Turns towards the oak. And no one's gonna stop it! You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Alphas! Grumbles and turns back to you. So, what do you want? What's the problem here? Where to even begin? So, it is forenoon. I get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman is standing here. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. The papers are no good, she says. Bah! Real convenient, I say. No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our rights to speak out against tyrants and burghers. Burgers are delicious. I will never vote for you. They are. Bureaucracy. They sure are playing a game they can't win. So she's wrong about the documents? Of course she is. She's a liar, that one. A filthy liar. Alphas nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. He knows she's right about the documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Can I see the papers? Construct an argument as to why you should get the papers. We got them. And burgers, the antagonist in Kingdom Come. Just tell them you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert. Are you now? Also, I'm on your side. Are you now? Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles, his eyes goes from you to the orc behind you. Fine. The dwarf sighs and grabs something in his pocket. He hands over the scroll. I trust you with these documents, cityman. Tell us we're in the wrong, I dare you. 'Cause we're not, the older dwarf joins in. Take a step back and check it out. Let's see what is actually going on here. You can examine certain items in your inventory to access unique dialogues. Okay. Let's have a look-see. It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the Circle Square. The Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted, it says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature. Tolstead Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual texts use an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Have I seen this kind of document before? Never. It must be rare. Cool. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It is perfect, not a single error. Except the date. It says their rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Yeah, it's expired. Hey, Miss Orc Lady! Behold. Orc greets you with a bright smile. Hello again, cleric. Yeah, about the dwarves. Check the papers. They're expired. They are indeed. Expired and invalid. Wait, they let you check the papers? Aren't you a smooth talker? Oh, you know. You know I am. You know I am. I talked you into a date. Could get them to me, that'd be quite the favor. Should I just hand her the PPG thing I got? With the documents in hand, she could simply hand it over to the magistrate's office and let them deal with it. It could be a good idea. Yeah, there you go. She mumbles and eyes the papers. I'll be damned. How do you get your hand on these? Yeah, they trusted me with them. They did. By the gods, aren't they naive? Not a dragon that flew below. There was definitely something real big flying by, wasn't there? Yeah. She stands up, her figure towering over you. And she gives you a nod before walking over to the dwarves. Alphas! What? You're giving up work? I believe you're missing something. He stares at the PPG papers. His jaw drops. How did you... Dwarf glares over to you. His face is red. Just made an enemy for life. Being enemies with communists means you've succeeded in life. You! Death crack. Crack, dwarven word for low beasts or critter, often used as a demeaning term for humans. Really gonna waltz into a jail sentence, Alphas? Wouldn't you rather just walk away? Dwarf glares at Vera's smug expression. Fan! The dwarf roars and looks like he's about to charge at the orc. Foreman, the older dwarf mutters. Boys, pack it up. With Vera standing by, a grin on her face, the dwarves quickly scurry off with their stuff. As the circle square grows quiet, she turns to face you. You made a friend today, human. I've made the best kind of friend. She pats your shoulder and tells you, when you have time, come visit the trade post down on Waterlane View. We'll see if there's anything the Ascani Reed's trade company can do for you. I mean, I'm mostly just interested in their representative, but sure. Finally, it's just you here. Well done. Having the Free Striders on your side will be highly beneficial. Oh. What just poofed out of existence there? Can't wait for the TT, they will remember that. Like I said, making enemies with communists means you've succeeded in life. The Drunk Sphinx. Opens at 1800, okay. It's a good name for a tavern. An entity, highly uninteresting. I mean, I'm interested in an apple. Ooh, can I fish with you? The Llerose, oppressive landlord. A large merman sits by the sea. Cleric, he says, without acknowledging you further. His voice is deep and bubbling. Greetings, citizen. I am indeed the cleric. He does not take his dark blue eyes off the city horizon. Why are you disturbing me? Need info. Information is expensive, cleric. As anything in Norvik. The merman looks at you with a pair of deep eyes. Velasquez is my call. You stand in my garden. Oh, this all yours? Yes. Don't appreciate the city visiting my property without a heads up. This really seems like a public walkway to me. It's not. But while you're just standing there, keep an eye on the second pole. Sure. He nods to the second pole. Look at it. Keep your eyes peeled on the tip. They come in waves. When it happens, it's quick. So we just wait here. Fishing is about patience, cleric. You need to breathe and watch. Professional, eh? You work for the River Guilders? No. What do you do then? I operate facilities, apartment complexes mostly. We know he's an oppressive landlord. He appears uncomfortable. Hold on, hold on. Try not to mention it. Oh, this might get our ass beaten. Yeah, try not to mention it. Oops. Your belly beckons. Comment, it will slip out no matter what you do. Unless... bite your tongue. Ooh, that hurt. Blood fills your mouth, dripping down the corner of your mouth. Some spills to the ground. Merman glares at it as it pools before your boots. Swallow the blood. Big gulp is hard to do, but it happens. Metallic taste fills your entire being. You're feeling faint, but you did not speak! For once, wearing a helmet is actually helpful. Ask him something, he'll indulge you. How many apartments do you own? 20. And I handle the care of 10 others. I'm primarily a caretaker, fixing leaking taps, making sure the esoteric airflow is functional, answering complaints from tenants who refuse to follow basic instructions. It is tiresome. What's it like being a landlord? Not good. The city does not have a good set of laws to protect my business. Many of my tenants do not have a good sense of fairness when it comes to housing. They expect to live conveniently, and if the market dictates a higher price for that convenience, they declare it a necessity instead. Makes it difficult. I have to dance on the line between evil and profitable. Yeah. I don't have any opinions on landlords and or ladies. Merman grunts. Realized he spoke a bit too much. How often do you catch something here? These days, not often. The River Guilders have swept the area clean, along with an increase of the goals, but occasionally I get a big one. He leans in towards you with a stern look on his face. Then that's dinner. Tasty. Yeah, I can wait an hour, see if I catch something. You do not catch anything. Just as you're about to give up, you see something tug at the tip of the pole. Cleric, reel in the catch. The other end is a shard of yore. Nice. A rock. Lasso sighs and keeps looking at his own pole. Well, something. Bottom scrap is everywhere here. Maybe next time. Think I'm done fishing for now. What are you voting for in the election? I'm voting for the Free Striders, sure. Why? The Merman says nothing for a while. They offer good incentive. An Asgal rent freeze would be difficult for me. The Nationalists have not been helpful in the past. I vote yellow, for now. Yeah, I think we're playing as a nationalist, right? How hard you bite. All you had to do was inflict pain on the tongue. Yeah, we did 2d4 damage to our tongue. Yeah, I vote for the nationalists. He grumbles. You become a nationalist! Gained 10 XP for choosing this political stance 2 times. Oh, I see. So the more... Ah, so you have like a Disco Elysium politics thing going on. The harder you go in... the harder you go in something... the harder you specialize in one political thought, the more XP you get. Right, you did not ask. What do you know about the tea shop? It burned up. What else? Merman stays silent for a while, then mutters to you. You need to find out what happened, if it is an esoteric error with a fireplace. If it happens to more units in the area, I could be affected. I will personally hold Magistrate Darrow responsible if it does. I don't think it was just an esoteric error. Find out for sure. Do your job. I've spoken with Mishka on the topic. We both agree. You must figure out what happened, Cleric. Make sure it does not happen again. Yes, sir. Do you have a quest for me? No. Nothing at all? Do not have anything like that, no. I think it's more of a bird than a dragon. We just got the shadow again. Not even delivery something, like a fetch quest. Secret temple that needs exploring? Late rents? I can handle that myself. So nothing, huh? Nothing. Patient, very much so. Like a father handling is slightly too old for these types of questions, son. Except, yes... My tenants have reported a strange light around Pillar Road. With the tea shop, I do not want to take any chances. Take a look for me. Strange light. Merman grumbles something. It has anything to do with the tea shop, or if it is ghosts, or if it is an esoteric event. It was reported to be spotted in the late hours, sometime after midnight, on the road, down on the field, and Pillar Road. I have no resources to pay, but if you wish to do your duty, make sure my tenants are not disturbed by such nonsense again. Quest accepted. Not a quest. Quests require payment. This is if you do it entirely pro bono. Do you know anyone in the fishing guild? He glares at you. No. It's just I was fished up from the river by them and brought to the Lich House, so I wanted to check up on that whole business. They did not bring you to Visken. I did. Ah. He stops looking at you. Wait, really? He says nothing. Oh. So you fished me up? Yes. You were dead. Dead? Yes. So I brought you to the morgue, as one should. Then you come here alive, but that is your business. I don't understand. I have nothing more to say about that. You should deal with it yourself. Yes, you should. Means there was a resurrection. The act of returning a dead person back to life. There are many spells that can do this, from a weak revivify to the legendary true resurrection. Now you need to learn why. Damn, that's intriguing. There's a conundrum. The man focuses on his fishing. Thank you, citizen. Thanks for fishing me out of that lake. There are entirely too many opportunities to take damage here. Crate has something in it. Shard of yarn. Pack full of cement. Something else in it too. What is this? Almost attacked an endlessly rising pillar, the centerpiece of Norvik. Aha. You look up at the pillar. The relic rises. Esoteric ebb added. Aha. Title drop. The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. It kind of looks like it's broken off right here. Oh, but we saw this on the starting. We saw this on the starting screen. It is broken, but there are like other pieces suspended above it. Symbol of Earth's conquest. The day he took the red rocks and slayed the Troll King, he looked upon this pillar and declared this a sacred spot for all Norvikians, for all Earthfolk, remaining until the end. Can I make money off this thing? Looks a bit broken, cracked. Yes. Well, the pillar is indestructible. It was once under heavy siege during the most intense moments of the Gate War. Several pieces of the pillar float around in the air, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the city. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods. Most powerful of arcanists. Can I make money off this thing? No way. I don't even take admission to see it, since it's such a trivial sight. It's a bit of a tourist destination, supposedly, but most people who've traveled the coast have seen one before, so it's not that interesting. How many of these exist? 8? Something like that. One for each band. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. Sign of Earth's power, so yes, this is the best one. Seen as a status symbol by many, like a legitimization thing. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. What do I do with it? Nothing. Just a rock to you. A tingly esoteric rock. You can always attempt to focus on it. Learn from this ancient relic. Power! Whispers to you unintelligibly. Touch the pillar. You place a hand upon the surface. A slight tingle spreads across your palm. This is a magical object. No shit! Have a feeling that you can meditate here. It will take some time, but it could prove invaluable. You close your eyes. You shape your mind into an arrow, shooting it out towards the esoteric force. Find the rhythm to yours realm. Hear his voice. The cold rock of the pillar turns warm in your palm. You've marked it with your spirit. Feel. Conceal. Don't feel. Let it go. Warm and deep. It goes deep down and far up. I marked it. You're unsure. But you feel like there are more spots you need to investigate. You lift your hand from the surface, and you're able to see normally once again. You feel like you learned something. You must keep looking. Soon the pillar's secret will be revealed. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar you need to investigate, in time and further below. Aha. Oh. Oh, this must be the tea shop. Damn! The tea shop. Amidst scorched marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. Take a peek inside. Rip these planks aside. Let's get to work. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. Coin Lords Meet. Updated. At the top it says with bold lettering, City Notice, no trespassing. Coin Lord, the magistrate handling minting, trade financing, and public works and tithes, currently held by Nicholas Darrow in the Tolstead district. This include me. Perhaps not. Try touching it. Touch the planks. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear on your gloved hand. It is sealed. As you move away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue and then fades away. Just standing near the door makes it clear that there's a locking spell cast on it. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Yeah. Yeah. What are the bored housewives gonna watch if not grisly crime dramas? Always the wildest, one of the wildest things about women to me. How into crime they are. The murder porn. Remember, you were here on behalf of the goblins. You still have not spoken with their chieftain. To complete this quest, you should probably do that first. Look beyond the planks. Catch glances of still shadows beyond. This place is a mess. Scorched mess. It's everywhere. The fire was intense. It's arcane lock. Casting out a bunch of planks is unorthodox, but obviously they got it working. This is used all over the towers. You need a passphrase to unseal it. Nothing that can't be solved with testosterone. Trying to force an arcane lock open is idiotic. Don't. Can I guess the passphrase? Annual reason why gunpowder is never invented in fantasy. The guy who invents it dies. Yeah. Guess! Without knowing who placed the seal personally and their preferences, even assuming the person who placed it is an idiot who would use something of their own preference. There are millions of sentences. There's no chance in hell you can simply guess. Now go figure something out. By the order of Coin Lord Darrow, the following premises are under city seizure under suspicion of criminal offense. Unlawful trespassing will be liable under 13 holster contempt. 13 holster. Collection of laws surrounding the lawful arrest of citizen. I have to leave for now. Alright, let's go find the gobos. Oh, we have bicycles. That's unfortunate. A bike line. One bike stands out to you. A handful of bicycles are stationed on the local rack. There's stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of the city. Not a lot of bikes. The usual commuters are probably too scared to head past the tea shop. This particular bike is yours. Check the chain lock. Lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle but wraps so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get it off even if you had the key. Good. No one will take your bike. Not even you, apparently. This is my bike? Yes, keep up. Where is the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Don't go wandering around looking for your key. It's just a bike. Don't say that. It's a wonderful bike. A manly bike. Only if we knowledge 1, then maybe we can Hail Mary it. Yeah. Knowledge 1, luck 10. Yeah. Could getting the key be a quest? Does not sound like a quest you would get. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. Key is probably at the bottom of the river along with the rest of your dignity. When exactly did I come to Tolstad? 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. The hair at the back of your neck stands on end as you sense the sudden shift. Do I recall anything important? You chained the bike. You stood up. Then pain. Stumbled over the stone railing. Yes. Was I alone? No. Lucky strike for some drunk fool, probably. An anti-city hate crime, if ever I saw one. That's all I remember. Yes. What a way to make any setting so much worse. Add bicyclists to it. Truly, this city is beyond saving. An empty barrel. Now it's empty. Old faded posters nailed to the wall. They're unreadable. Okay, well, that looks like a goblin. Kitty! Behold the cat. Engage the cat, motherfucker. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Calm as can be, it doesn't even care that you are stomp up next to it. A proud beast. Treat it with respect and it shall treat you the same. Greetings, who might you be? Cat lifts its head up, its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs in the air, and then ignores you once again. Cat does not care for you in the slightest. Pet it or something? I don't know. If you wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent creature, you need to find the first level spell Speak with Animals. Pet the cat. You reach toward the cat's head, it meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. Yes! Glorious! I love that, strength is not too manly to acknowledge that, petting a cat is glorious. Not doing anything, yet getting so much love. Learn from this beast. Who are you voting for in the election? Cat stares at some seagulls flying high above. Cutthroat, sharp, eyes on the prize, a free strider, no doubt. A noble creature protecting its home. He's a true nationalist. A bestial force ready to spread Ascalism, of course. Enjoy your day, citizen. To the cat. Meow, meow. Right. It's a black cat. It has the pass. Oh, no. Is that H.P. Lovecraft's cat? Oh, right. I have no spell slots left. I have no spell slots left. Let's see what Shield of Faith does, though. Casting time 1 bonus action, category Divine, bonus VSM. Shimmering Field appears and surrounds you, protecting you from damage. For the duration, any loss of hit points is reduced by 1. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, we need to get our spell slots back. Hello. Are you okay, sir? Can I rest here? Contemplate women. They exist. They prosper. You will not have one, for they are not yours to have. Though there might be some who fancy you, if you show yourself to be a good man. Or bad, if you want the baddies. Contemplate your fall into the river. It's not an accident. You're not so clumsy. The question here is not why you fell. The question is, why do you live? I think I'm done here. I need to find somewhere I can take a short rest. Golem's garden is ahead. You feel it, and you smell it. Hello. Braxo, Pencil Wing. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. Oh, he's just a little guy with wings, reading his little newspaper. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. Hello, I'm from the local government. A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. Paper is actually a torn-out page from a magazine. I paid my taxes. You can move on. You can always pay more. Well done, citizen. Proud of you. He gives you a nod and almost turns back to his paper. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Earthguard. A cleric? Hell's you doing here? Divine mission, the usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and free striders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss-ass! Need to get some damn order in this place. Wise words. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. Oh. An employer. Never piss off your employer, or you might find yourself unemployed. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. Lawful evil fiend. They are lawyers, soul traders, and either the most efficient type of leaders or the worst type of middle managers. Their numbers are dwindling as of late, but in Blood City Bay they still rule supreme. A good little devil. I would not expect a lot of lawful evil in an orc city, but okay. You can hear out any advice, just don't listen to it blindly. You hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstad. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, I haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. You didn't hear this from me, but... Little fellow is helping you out of self-interest, surely. Be careful. The scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. There's corruption in every system, even in the great city of Norvik. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend. Or an elemental. I mean, Waterline has shipments from Kargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through? Who knows? I think it's a rogue spellcaster. It's the simplest answer. But I suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? Gives you an ominous chuckle. What does Law have to say on resurrections? That's one hell of a question! He smirks for a while. Get it? Because he's a fiend? Yeah. The imp's enjoying his pun before moving on. What a sociopath! Yes, only sociopaths do puns. This is the form Akutski took in hell. Became a lawyer imp. Higher tier resurrections aren't illegal, they're just not available anymore. There are a handful of known divine resurrection spells. And does a murder still count if the victim's resurrected? Thinks about the question for a bit. There's been cases. Heard of a man stabbed in a bar fight, bled out just in time for a drunk cleric to arrive, cast Revivify, and the bloke lived. The stabber ended up being charged with a major transgression of personal well-being. And that's not murder per se, but I argue it had more to do with the fellow's barrister making it clear to the judiciaries there was no killing intent. It's not an accident, but not a murder, just a brawl gone too far. But that'd be a hard sell if the victim wasn't breathing. Complex scenario, something clerics often have to contend with. But in most cases, I'd say yes. So don't go around murdering folk and revivifying them, cleric. Would be kind of funny, but, you know, don't. What about low-level resurrections? There's Revivify, that's it. High-ranking officials love having clerics around for this one spell. Bunch of pussies. That's why this stuff not available. Figured a cleric would know better than me, but, sass. Spells over 4th or 5th are rarely seen these days. If you want to know why, go pray. God grants you magic. In his wisdom, he only grants higher power when needed. In your lifetime, it has not been needed a lot. After Earth died, it's been a bit hard for even the top-ranking clerics to manage higher-tier magic. So God really is dead, huh? At least if you believe the rumors at the towers, which you should. Are you legally considered alive after a resurrection? Yes, for all intents and purposes, you are alive. Undeath, on the other hand, would be a very different affliction. How's that defined? As long as the necromancy is considered of divine origin and the soul is returned to a healthy body, then it's considered a normal resurrection. If the origin is more black magic shit, as they say, or some kind of corpse animation, then it would be considered a bodily sacrilege. That's a top-tier criminal offense. Good that I'm alive. I haven't met many talkative zombies in my days, so yeah, you're alive, cleric. Does death absolve your crimes? Now you're asking real questions! But no, it does not. There's been actual laws signed in old kingdoms over this shit. He leans in, looking excited. Yeah. So if you get the death penalty and then they resurrect you, you aren't free to go. You got the devil going. That's a good thing. Oh, he's dancing for you. Keep it up and he'll love you to death. So classic story. All right. A real bad guy is caught murdering his neighbor. Real sick shit. He's executed after a quick trial. Justice wins again. Everyone's happy. But surprise, some holy man raises him up a couple months later. Holy man or foul necromancer. In this situation, the bad guy did technically pay for his crimes. His life was taken by the state. Just because somebody gave it back to him doesn't change that fact, right? Well, people weren't too happy with that, as you can imagine. Thus, the common legal term these days for capital punishment is DIP. Stands for death in perpetuity. Kind of funny when you think about it. Makes total sense. It does. The city of Norvik might be a bit of a bureaucratic mess at times, but believe me, the lawkeepers know their shit. So to keep criminals dipped, most states tend to hide, lock up, or simply burn corpses and spread the ashes using non-resurrectable methods. So a properly dipped dead guy shouldn't be able to return without the use of some miraculous 9th level spell, which obviously these days isn't too likely. Fair enough. Should I invest in stocks? Oh. I do not give nor have ever given investment advice, but... He looks you up and down. Should ask, have you ever bought shares before, cleric? I don't think so. Okay, some basics then. Oh my god, is there actually a stock market in this game? Popularized by late Divine Era human adventurer companies, a share is essentially a percentage of ownership of a certain venture, right? Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure, something that is supposed to grow over time so you can increase the value of your securities in that venture. It's a risky way to increase your capital without actually doing any real work. God, this sounds good. Learn from him. Sounds like free real estate. Good question. Imagine you invested in an adventuring party. They head into the Verdun Hills to dive into some Gate-era tomb or an esoteric area filled with talking cats. Something weird and dangerous, but with the potential for a lot of cool treasure to be found and brought back. There's a major chance that those adventurers die out on their journey. If they do, you lose all the money you invested. They could make it back, in which case you get a percentage of the treasure based on your share, but how often do adventurers come back with a bunch of treasures these days? Alright. Where can I buy stocks? You can buy shares directly from a venture trader. Basically, someone can give you a piece of paper that says, I owe you, with some legal information on it. Or you can go to a trade hub. I don't think the Tolstad exchange is open until after the election, though. Could people buy stocks in me? The little red devil stares at you. If you were to set yourself up as a venture, then maybe. I mean, if you could convince someone to invest in you, without breaking any laws regarding investment advice, I'd be impressed, so why not? Oh, the overrules of morality. Gotcha. Norvik does not moralize over alignment officially. But why? Look, really, I'm no expert. But one of those I suggest heading down to Waterlane. Scholar Appledent has an office there. He'll be sure to indulge you. Citizen? Goblin wall art. Can we become the art cop? Please tell me we can become the art cop. A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly across a flaming sky and the dragon spread across it. Or something like that. Can you call this art? What does this tell me about the state of Norvik? Nothing really. The goblins are artists? All folk seek a belief. They simply have made one out to be the supposed dragon lady. Coherent thought from the red one. Impressive. They should worship Earth instead. There we go, back to insanity. Place your hand upon the wall. Take a step forward. The painted stone surface is smooth. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Tell me your secrets. Nope. Focus falters. There's nothing to answer you. Something is there, beyond that silent hard stone. Try again tomorrow, perhaps. Wait, Talos is a Breton! Imposing tree. You look up the branches of a bracken tree. It stands tall in the garden, towering over you. It is majestic. Nature is reaching tall and deep. These roots go below the city, nay, even below the river. Touch the tree. Hand lands firmly on the bark. Good tree, strong tree. Don't see a purpose to this. Look at the branches above. It causes the leaves to dance. Wait, between the branches, high above. Oh, is that a hole in the bark? Hollow, just wide enough for you to stick your hand inside. Yeah, because last time we stuck our heads somewhere it went so well. Something glimmers up there. Treasure in a bird's nest. I feel like this could end really badly. Then again, risk and reward, right? Could cause great physical harm if you fell from that height, and heights are scary. Climb that tree! You grab onto the trunk. Pressing your entire body against the rough bark, you slowly make your way upwards. No, get down! Get to the top! Fuck! Wrapping your body around the trunk, you lift yourself up. The bark is rough enough for you to get a pretty firm grip, despite the vertical nature of this feat you're attempting. One foot and hand moving after another, each holding on for dear life. Take a deep breath and reach up towards the upper branches. That's when you realize you're nowhere close to where you thought you were. Oh no. Grabbing onto air is not a good idea as you fumble about. Suddenly the world drops around you. Your feet slip from the bark, your soul falling into hell. An instant later, you hit the ground. Something cracks, sending shooting pain up your leg and arm. Oh, fuck. Tree towers over, taunting you. Shake it off, you've had worse. Want to try one more time? I want to try one more time. Shit! Bye, tree. Traditional Norvikian baked bread. It's famous around the coast, or if it's not, it should be. Inhale the apple, motherfucker. Nope. Drunk Sphinx opens at 1800, sure. Oh, fuck. Blah. Blah. Plague and pestilence. Tired-looking goblin. He blocks the way forth. Halfway is property. Move along. Oh, hey, it's the pillar. Should we try and interface with it again? The whisper gets louder. It says something to you. Something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation. One you don't take part in. Guess you can try to join in. Sure. Hello? The pillar vibrates. Hello. The whisper lies inside of you or something. It says he is here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Hand is repelled from the surface. Ouch. You understand plainly, there is more to this pillar you need to investigate, in time and further below. Dormitory out of commission. Sick. Does it actually say sick? Marking on the door says Semi, son of Strokeback. Okay. I'm looking for the goblin waifu, though. R&A. Snell, HWBT. That's a fucking snail. Gollum with a stern look on his face. Hey, you're that cleric Snell's looking for. He's waiting at the south entrance, outside. Oh. South entrance outside, what? I don't remember seeing anyone. Is this even the south entrance? I don't think this is the south entrance, is it? Or wait, are you Snell? This doesn't look like the south entrance. Maybe if I go further down? Oh, the joys of being lost in subterranean environments. It's trying to find the damn Genza line in Persona 5 all over again. I don't look like I can... Just some random apartment, but... Ugh, what's your deal? Freitas. Ooh. Human earthfolk, chaotic evil. She's dressed in a fine silken robe like a noblewoman. Her hair is short and coarse, the rebellious kind, but earthfolk nobility nonetheless. Why is she down here? Not many of her kind seek the company of waterlane workers and goblins. Hold on, you recognize her. This is Freitas Darrow, the daughter of the Coin Lord. Oh, shit. Girl looks across the chasm. She's pretending to not look at you. Noblewoman? That's a pretty expensive dress. Citizen, identify yourself. She does a double take. What? Your name? Nah, go away. You're very rude. How rude. Cool. Sure, now go away. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. Probably accurate. Hold on a second, you're the daughter of the magistrate. Why are you skulking around in these parts? What? I'm not. No, you are, I'm sure of it. She glares at you. How exactly would you know that? I can see it on you. It's obvious. I have a deep insight into people, you know? She scoffs and looks exceedingly annoyed, but you can see it. You can see how she is worried. Why? Whatever trouble. Yeah, look, your dad is my boss. I'm just doing my duty. The girl storms the stairs. Stop bothering me. She storms away, keeping her head high. Interesting outcome. Sure pissed that strange lady off, but she acted real weird, didn't she? She is the daughter of Daroian heritage, an ancestor of Borgo Darrow himself. Angering her was a mistake, surely. Here's the procedure, yeah. Oh, not a fan of the autosave. So it's like Snell here, maybe? Democratic propaganda. Read and mead. Opens at sundown. It says we are closed for today. AR staff. Well, Telltale Classic. She will remember that. Oh, yes. These pipes connect with the vast sewer system of Tolstad. Conquest by river, by land, by heart. A path along the water. I feel like we're getting far away from Snell. Statue of Earth. Who left this here? Approach the shrine. Ah, yes. Shouldn't I move it? It's like in the middle of the road. No. It's chosen its path. What? The figure of Earth. This is a makeshift shrine. Meant to stand exactly where it is and where it might go. Ready to serve whoever needs him most. Just like you. I'm done here. River Sleeping Docks of Water Lane, right below here. Goblins have a sewer? The Dormer would be totally jelly, alright. Okay. Bin is making a sound. Strange sound. How strange. Alright, first woof. Not thy woof. Trash inside this bin speaks to you. Don't fall for it. There's some type of scam, surely. Getting you to root around the trash. Voices from a primal spirit. Open it. Open the trash can. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. Chimorth. Suddenly jumping out of the pile with a poof of moldy dust is a pine cone. Oh, pine cone with limbs. It's like a nature spirit. Arr, Moonhern! Incense. It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Are you one of those? Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature poofs away. Disgusting little creatures. As it fades, you see only trash. Door made full automatons, yet still poop in bowls. It's maybe they want to very carefully examine their poop, you know? Poop in a bowl and take it to the high tech poop guy. I think Kagranak invented some tools for interpreting poop. Where are those fangs and the rest too? Right there. You approach a ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. A magnificent creature. Too bad he's clearly overfed. Magical beasts can sometimes understand basic common. You can try speaking with it. It's a griffin, right? You will require to speak with animals to communicate properly, of course. Oh wait, isn't that... An entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. If you want to get inside, you're going to have to get past this bad boy. Yeah, I should not engage with this beast right now. Free trade. Entrance to the Ascani Reed's Trading Company. Oh, sweet. No one can dismiss the dwarves' architectural genius, just not their plumbing genius. Deep groaning, the bell of Water Lane. Excluding the anti-magic messaging, Freestriderism comes with great branding. Why anti-magic? I guess because they're elitists, sort of like a bureaucracy. Seems like it's shut for the day. One of many freesider compounds in the city. Torna, the first of the river guilds. Stares down to the bustling docks. Really wondering where the hell Snell is. Yeah, sure, we can go down to the docks. Maybe. Maybe not. Check what's down here. Store looks promising. Stand before a damp door in a cramped corner house. The wood is dark, swollen with the perpetual moist of water lane. A layer of river mud and algae. Drop your knuckles against the wood. Why? Wait. A moment passes, then the sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stare up at you. It is an Anaran. It's an Anaran. Fancy name for frog folk and toad folk. You've heard they don't like those terms for some reason. Quite distinguished by the lack of pants. Kisse? I am busy. Très occupé. I wanted to introduce myself. Mon Dieu, why? Wait. You squints at your uniform. Are you a, how do you say, le clergé? I am the cleric, yes. Ah, bon. Lean a little further into being a cleric. Gain 10 XP for choosing this class 2 times. He nods respectfully. At least you are not from the Tithe House. The Anaran peeks his head out from behind the door. Tu vis quoi? What do you do here? I live here. Je vis ici. Is that a crime now? Is this Maudit city? He seems defensive. Aha. What's your name? I am Guillaume de Crete. Great name. Merci. Why do you ask if I'm a cleric? Because you smell of incense and self-righteousness. Say it all. Imbecile. Rude. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to ask you for a contribution to my cause. Oh, just smile. The kind of smile that opens wallets. Oh, and kiss his ass hard. My good sir, surely a gentleman of your stature supports the arts or the holy cause? Ah, flatterie. He sighs, his throat pouch inflating slightly. Told ya. You are charming. C'est ennuyeux. He reaches for something on the other side of the door. Take this. Now, au revoir. Shoves his fancy bottle towards you. Door slams shut before you can say thank you or anything else. Nice. Concentrated rhubarb ale. That sounds delicious. The pinkish liquid inside swirls around. Lovely. This will make things much smoother. Tell me of the rhubarb ale. Contains a fizzy drink that tastes just like ale with none of the downsides, so it's actually okay for you to drink this since it's not alcoholic. Grants a minor charisma increase for a week. Shit, yeah, take it. Charisma increased by 1. Man, am I glad I hit that guy up. As you reach certain thresholds of experience, you're able to level up. Oh, okay, but not quite yet. What's the taste? Is it straight from the bottle, no glass? I mean, probably tastes like rhubarb, which, you know, sounds pretty delicious. Regular, non-giant crab. I don't think I believe you. Spot a crab on the rock. One of the greatest of the Ascani creatures, the Norvikian river crab. Does a little shimmy. Pet the crab. Reach forth, and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Huh? Panic! Crab pincers grip your finger hard. Hard! Your index will come off soon. Help. Oh god. You bend and you pry, but the crab will not let go. The blood is not flowing, slowly you will die. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is a problem. This is a problem. The string is severed. I think you had a relative in Morrowind who sold drinks. Just Just went down to the docks and immediately got ganked by a crab. Wonderful, wonderful. That's why we don't pet the crabs. All right. Yeah, I'm don't think I can go much longer. As you can tell, I'm still hacking up along. So I think that's enough. That's enough long English. Saw a mud crab today. Yeah. I don't think I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than that one. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I probably will not be streaming tomorrow, but the plan is if I'm doing okay, I will stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have streamed tonight, but I did enjoy this game a whole lot. I don't regret playing the game, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll keep checking this out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for coming out. I will back to FNAF. Yes, probably this weekend. Yeah, I think probably Persona 5, FNAF, and I want to do something special for my birthday, but I haven't honestly planned much, so we'll see. We'll see if I can find something cool. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you again on Friday unless things get a lot worse. So until next time, I'm Iki. I bid you, Walate. Take very, very good care of yourselves. I'll see y'all again real soon. Later!